cars. Ay. I bought the 2 and the 4. Whoa, I'm right here. I got ups from the 30 and I ain't scared. Pulled up in the 30, they some squares. Got a Glock with a 30, I ain't scared. I'm not flexing on you, baby, it's right here. Got a Glock and that 30 right under your chest. So let it right up on my dash, my coupe right here. Throw it up, don't be scared. I was throwing up and it was clear. I took too much Molly, I can't hear. I fought so many hoes, I had to go and just switch this. Rapsons on my jeans, but I'm still on my Rick stage. I show you red rose gold, but it's not no big fist. Bitch, you know I know where the bricks stay. Yeah, I walk like a league A. Got a big Glock on my hip, eh? Yeah, fight with my stick stay.
I can't do my dance cause my pants they from France. I can't slow it.
I'm working on
No, I can't slow it. Fast pace all the time. Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstand. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go. Yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glock, he gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man. My chopper get hot, just like a pan. Got the headlights, just like a ram. I got 10 toes and I counted 10 fingers, so I do not need a helping hand. Monopoly crib, I'm moving again. Got your bitch on me, she grooving again. Won't cut them again, I just give them a reason to hate. So my nigga shooting again. My coupe, my roof, drop that shit again. She saw my dick, then she mocked up my friend. No, we do not wanna feel too again. When she let me go, I'm on the loose again. She on the molly, she tryna boot again. She ain't in mine, this girl is a lin. I prayed every time when I thought you sin. I write in my mind, I don't use a pen. She giving me time, I watch cause a lamb. Just give me more time, other watch cause a Benz. Look at Lil Uzi, he popping again. Them niggas, they switching, they hopping again. Look at them niggas, they hopping again. She giving that top and she slopping again. Look at this album, it's flopping again. Not taking a break, I'm not stopping again. Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstand. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go, yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glock, he gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man.
Hey. Yeah, I'm on that drink, I'm about to kill. I got the drop, I got the kill. Taking the bitch, I got the seal. I got the peppermint patty.
It's Lil Uzi Vert. Let's go. Yeah. Hello, I won't never call back. If I hang up, I mean it, yeah. That mean it was all bad. I think I'm better off leaving, yeah. I don't have time for stress, no more time for disagreements, no. Too many girls, what you call that? Got them all in line, ain't fiending, yeah.
I got too many type of girls, yeah. I'm from a whole different world, yeah. I got one shine in the light, yeah. She remind me of a pearl, yeah. I am way smarter than you, You taste a nut like a squirrel, yeah. Drinking that pineapple juice, yeah. I throw it up, never earl, yeah.
My nickname, Young Spendy. I get the money, get that by the plenty. Used to go to stylist to see K Benji, Now I got yellow down on me. You can't get this style for free. Look at me, bad bitch on me. Yeah, my bitch rock off in T. Got a bitch look just like B-Ree. Christian Dior on my feet. Pull up a suit, that shit a 3-piece. That girl said she a vegan, but I swear that girl still know how to eat me. Why keep talking about leaving me? I ain't never been to DR, and I ain't never been to the Republic. On a long ass flight, can't get no sleep. Broke ass nigga can't talk to me. That's the reason why I put diamonds in my teeth. I've been getting money for so long that I'm counting this paper in my dream. Everything I get, turn the brulee, so your bitch pull up, so I make her cream. And you know I do this shit just for myself, but you know I do this shit just for my team.
I won't never call back. If I hang up, I mean it, yeah. That mean it was all bad. Think I'm better off leaving, yeah. I don't have time for stress, I don't have time for disagreements, yeah. Too many girls for some call back. Got them all in line, they fiending, yeah.
I got too many different type of girls, yeah. I'm from a whole different world, yeah. I got one shot in the light. She remind me of a pearl. Yeah, I am way smarter than you. You chase a nut like a squirrel. Yeah, drinking that wine off for two. I throw it up, never Earl. Yeah.
To niggas talking like me, talk. Woke up to niggas sounding like me, talk. Woke up to niggas talking like me, talk. Woke up to niggas sounding like me, talk. I woke up to niggas sounding like me. Woke up to niggas talking like me. Woke up to niggas sounding like me. Woke up to niggas talking like me.
Oh, I think they like me.
In my white tee. Yo, no, baby. Smoke so much, don't need some vice. Dion nigga don't like me, but I just like me. Fucked all of y'all bitches, so they parties don't invite me. That bitch that you wifing, she so trifling. I been getting money, so don't nothing really excite me.
Cardi put a 6 and a 4 of the right lane. Damn that boy, asking for some more, like the Sprite clean. Yeah, that's that dirty. That's that dirty. That girl all up in my face like she ain't try to swerve me. These boys all up in my lane, I swear they keep on merging. No, I cannot see a lane cause my Rolls Royce got curtains.
Woke up to niggas talking like me, talk. Woke up to niggas sounding like me, talk. Woke up to niggas talking like me, talk. Woke up to niggas sounding like me, talk. I woke up to niggas sounding like me. Woke up to niggas talking like me. Woke up to niggas sounding like me. Woke up to niggas talking like me.
Low Uzi Vert, to be exact. And I'm not from Earth, I'm from outer space. Whoa, that's different. I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Yeah, I remember she didn't notice me. Yeah. Why I'm tripping, she ain't old as me. Poor man not even cold as me. Every time I have a show, got sell it out if I grow to sleep. We got some new bands.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. We got some new bands. We got some, yeah.
What's going on, chat? Good morning. What's going on, chat? Where's the chat at? Where's the chat at today? I changed a setting on my microphone where I can't even hear myself anymore, so that was weird. It was a little too quiet. Yo, news in 20 minutes. We have news today. Yeah, we have huge news today. This is pretty big. Well, it might not, we might not see a huge direct, like, movement, but it's intentionally supposed to be big. It's always big rate cuts. Like I think USD yesterday, gold I think at 2 p.m. What was it? 2 p.m. 14. Where's that? Right here. This is gold yesterday for FOMC. When gold, I think yesterday what happened? I think they kept the same rates, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, yesterday they kept the same rates for FOMC, so gold spiked up. I'm pretty sure they keep the same rates for the UK as well. So how did U30 do yesterday? Let's see. Yeah, U30 moved yesterday, but I mean it came up. But yeah, we have USD news. I mean pound news, pound cuts today. So interest rates. I'm pretty sure they're keeping the same rates. The rates right now are 0.10. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it. They're expected to keep it as well. So high chance for you. They will keep it. High chance they will keep it. But yeah, pretty big news today. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see what happens. That's in 20 minutes. So if that's in 20 minutes, we better start marking it right now. So I'm looking at the pound here. So the pound here, so remember how earlier this week we were expected to kind of push up and then eventually start to break these highs here, right? So that's what the weekly count did. The weekly count pushed up here, started to break these highs. So high chance we're going to continue up towards this level this week. I'm looking towards this resistance for this week, or even today, potentially today. High chance today, actually, right? So, because last week's candle actually closed bearish, so we were expected to continue to go down, right? But this week kind of came up on opening. So when it came up, it broke the high as well. So high chance we're going to continue up towards this level. Very high chance. Okay, that's from the weekly. Come down to like the 4-hour daily here. I think the 4-hour daily is bullish, right? 4 hours daily is bullish. 4 hours obviously bullish as well. Daily has more upside as well. Daily has more upside coming up to probably 141.040. Looking like that. It should match up with the daily. Yeah, match perfectly with the weekly time frame. Drop down to the 4-hour. Sorry. 4 hours is bullish as well. Yeah, so all time frames you see here are all bullish. Now we're just looking at our next targets we have potentially, right? So our nearest target here I see on an hourly time frame is probably going to be right here. We might struggle a bit around this area. So let me just mark this up right here as a resistance. And the current 30-minute here, price kind of ranged during London, I think. London was stuck in this range here, and we actually got a breakout late into the session. So you got a breakout around like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. push GJ up. So we should be going up towards that resistance here, 140.620. I see some minor levels right here, but other than that, we should be able to push up towards, at the end of the day, at least minimum like 140.600 minimum. So if I'm looking for buys here, I'm probably gonna look for buys if price were to break above this resistance. I'm hoping we get some type of resistance being created here, so we can get a nice entry in. So maybe something like this would be valid for us. Get a push up here, and we're supposed to close bearish at resistance, right? Bearish at resistance, and then we're supposed to come down a little bit, make some type of support, and then eventually pop up somewhere somehow, close bearish again, and then to continue back up to test the highs, and then we'll look for entries to go up, fill the range. So something like this would be cool. Something I'll wait for, or even a simpler scenario would just be us closing bullish in the range like this. How can you just have started streaming 12 minutes ago and have already 2 trades called? That was from yesterday, man. Let me delete that. It clearly says 6 a.m. Eastern yesterday, and then 6:40 after 8 a.m. So that was clear yesterday, man. So yeah, high chance. This range is gonna be about 18 pip range, so not bad at all. Something about this mouse is bothering me. Alright, cool. Yeah, so like we probably have more upside here. Minimum until 140, 439, right? I'm looking for the most previous resistance, and that's gonna be right here. 140, 440, right? And I want to get buys within the range here once price breaks into it, because anything below here would be at resistance that we can potentially reject here. Because look, we're in an area right now where we're in this range here. I'm not sure if I can drag it all the way across, but if you guys can imagine it, we're in this range here, this area here. So it's in a choppy area. Like we broke into when price was below here, when price broke into the range here, it came up like this to fill the range, right? So now that's what price did. So now we're at resistance. So we gotta see if price is gonna want to break this resistance, or we're gonna see if price wants to reject here, right? If price were to break into the resistance, I would take buys, because then resistance is broken, and we should potentially pop up towards this resistance up here. Anything below that, we have potential sells, right? Well, not potential sells I'll take, but just potential sells that we could probably see. You know. But yeah, this is like the bottom of the range here. It should line up with something over here to the right. So I'm guessing if price were to continue back down here, I'm guessing price will probably make support around this area, 140, 273 here, somewhere around there. So let's see what happens. All right, cool. Is it? Oh man, I don't know why I feel it feels weird when I sleep too early, man. I slept at I think 10 p.m. Woke up at 6. 8 hours of sleep feels weird, man. Feels weird, chat. Let's see. This is London, right? So London was ranging throughout the whole night. It was stuck in like a 12 pip range here. Yeah, London was pretty nasty. Same thing as yesterday. Remember yesterday how London was ranging as well? Same situation we're in today. We're probably gonna get a potential push, but I'll be in like probably 20 minutes, man. We probably won't get anything for our last 10 minutes of this hourly candle. Yeah, we probably gonna make resistance here, right? As expected. So let's see what happens. Let's see where we're gonna make support at. We can get potential buy stops in if this candle were to close bearish here, above the candle high potentially. But let's see what happens.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
I guess I'm gonna say you're creating some type of support right here on hourly, because this will be logical here. There's support being created right here, right? So that's where price is right now. So we're gonna want to see if how price would react, because we don't technically know where support's gonna be created yet. We know that we have potential levels, so we have this level. And if price were not to respect that, it will probably come down to around this level, right? On 30-minute time frame. So we don't know where support's gonna be created yet, but we have logical levels. So once that support's created, we'll start looking for buys to go back up. Created and firmed, you know, not just created. So has to be confirmed as well. That was confusion. Thanks for clearing it up. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, that was like yesterday. That was yesterday when we caught GG buys broken down. Yesterday was such a clean day. Kind of hard not to trade, but it is what it is. Don, would you mind explaining how the news in 10 minutes will affect the pound for everyone? Yeah. So it's pound related. So looking at this, it's pound related. It's gonna be at 7 a.m. It's pretty much interest rates for pound that happen once every while, and depending on how the news comes out, in this case, they're expecting to keep the rates the same. Depending on how they come out, it will affect the pound. Will push like volume will push the pound up or down, and depending on how the news comes out. So that's why whenever you have news like that, you can get like a huge spike, or even like it's not always gonna be huge. Sometimes it might be a small spike, but you get a lot of volume during that time, like that specific second at 7 a.m. So at 6:49, you might get some type of movement, and then 7 a.m. you might get that spike. But like, I'm not really the type to have like buys and sell stops, so like it's not my trading style, so I'm probably not gonna do that. But what I do is that I do get the information from the news, and I catch the bits and pieces after. You know, like I use the volume to my advantage. I don't really care what happens at 7 a.m. I care about what happens at 7:05 a.m. and 7:10. You know, 7:30 candle, 7:15. Majority of times, the news does go together with the price action. So let's see what we expect there. Yeah, this resistance is being respected here at 140 through 8. Heavily respected. So let's see what happens here. I think you get buys in the above here though. If you get a closure like this somewhere, maybe at 7:15 or 7:30, you can get a push up like this to go up, right? Because high chance here, what's gonna happen if we do close bearish here, price may continue to come down for a bit, then we'll find support eventually to push back up. A lot of scenarios that could play out here, a lot of scenarios, but gotta wait. This would be your ideal setup though. So nasty yesterday. Don, why did you call the tops yesterday? You know, why did you buy the top yesterday for pound? And it's like, they sent me a DM like a whole paragraph just explaining to me why I called the top. Like I bought when it was too high. I'm like, buddy, I'm only buying from a range to a certain range. I'm not like calling a top to like the next, you know, to like SpaceX or something. You know, like I'm literally calling a range from here to here, and that's all I'm buying. You know, and the third pistol we caught yesterday, right? That's what it was. And then today, I told him like, well, how do you know that's the top though? How do you know that's the top? Do you think a resistance means 100% a sell and support means 100% a buy all the time? And I'm like, you never know when there's a top or when there's a bottom. You have logical levels, but you never know when price will actually stop at those levels, right? And it was just a back and forth argument of you know, man, it was just it's just so toxic. Samurai, you know who. But yeah, it's like you can't. What makes you think that when Prax has max levels, you know, like that's a mindset that a lot of new traders have, especially new traders. They have a mindset where once price reaches a certain level in the market, it's too late to buy, it's too late to sell, and price will reject, and that's where you sell and you enter those multiple positions at, and then you look to catch an all-time bottom, you know. And it doesn't make sense. Like we have clearly two different styles of trading. I'm literally trying to catch a buy from here to here, you know. It's like I'm trying to catch a buy, because look, the weekly is all bullish though. Weekly is bullish, right? And it's just, it can continue to go up here, so we have more range to go up. that he's like, it was around this time yesterday, so it was around this time. He's like, I don't know. So yeah, G's gonna continue to go down here. It's at a weekly resistance. It's gonna continue to go down here, back down to. It's gonna come down to like 134, 135. I'm like, okay. And it's like if it comes down to 134, 135, we will potentially see ranges within that range to catch themselves. Like, you know, it's like I'm only looking for buys here. If the forecast is worse than expected, pushing down, would you look to take sells even though the trend is bullish, or just stay out? Depends, cause like I'll take sells if price were to break some type of structure, and that'll be like probably here, cause like this is like your previous resistance right here, and this is your previous support right here. So like within the range here, if price were to break down to the range here and come down, potentially back in the range or even break below in the range, I'll take sells like this. I'll take sells on this candle, come down. Like I'm not interested in sells in this area, just because price will still reject to go back up. But if price were to break into this area or into this area, I'll take sells. That'll be bad for me. Because then you can look at it as, you know, the weekly's at resistance, and you can say, okay, yeah, potentially we can get some sells in now. But like, yeah, I see mostly upside though, but see what happens. Like that's the thing about price action too, like, or the way we trade. It's like you're not so biased and so stuck onto your bias, you know, that you can easily adapt to the markets when price does not respect certain levels, and you don't know why it happens. You know, you're not just saying, you know, it's at resistance, sell here, it's at support, buy there. Like it's not as easy as that. But like you can't understand the why to things and why price does what it does. You know, price doesn't break this, okay, it's a chance we can continue back down here. You know, and it's like adapting to the higher time frames too. How far down would you take sells? If I were to take sells, man, in this range here, I'll look to take sells probably in this range here. Let's see, like this probably. I'll catch this. I'll catch either this range from here to here, about a 10 pip range. This sell, 10 pip range, or either I'll catch a range from here to here, a 20 pip range, or even a sell from here and take a position to come down to here, you know. So potential ranges, but if I were to take sells, those would be my sells. But anything above here, I'm bullish. I'll take buys. Ooh, 30-minute closer, guys. Okay, cool. We have news. It might take a minute for load up here, but should get something. Alright, cool. Push down there. Let's see if it breaks the 1 hour low. The 1 hour low is down here. If it breaks the 1 hour low, then high chance we're getting continuation. But until then, we can still reject it to go back up, you know? Because the 1 hour, look where it closed. The 1 hour closed within this range here. So technically, this 1 hour low can go down to as far as it wants here. But until it actually breaks this low, it's kind of still bullish. It can still potentially reject to go up. Yeah, raise 10%. Stay the same. Yeah, they expect it to stay the same here. So, yeah. But you know what moves it the most though? It's not really the rate numbers when they come out. It's more the speech afterwards. So they're probably gonna have a speech here in like about probably now around this time. The market's gonna be very volatile, and that's gonna affect pound like GJ the most. That's gonna move it the most majority of times. If you don't get a move during the rate cuts, you probably get a move during like the actual or interest rates. You get a move during the actual speech. So within the next like 30 minutes, it's gonna be a very volatile time. I think that's the toughest thing. That's your bias and based off price action, not emotions. Yeah. Emotions takes a lot of people over, man. And it gets to a point where they get so emotional over their bias that they try to prove it to someone else that their bias is correct. You know, it's like, well, if your bias is correct, then just stick to your bias. You know, there's nothing to prove to anyone. If your bias is bullish and that's all you want to take today, then stick to it. You don't gotta prove it to no one. Ooh, did we break the 1 hour lows here? I need a magnifying glass here. Let's see. Hold on. Did we break the 1 hour lows? Okay, so from my perspective, jeez, I don't think it broke. No, it didn't. We're like not, you know, we're almost there, but we didn't. The 1 hour low is like a little lower. Okay, cool. We didn't break the 1 hour lows yet, and price started to reject here. So high chance we can still reject up here. Yeah, didn't break the 1 hour lows here. Jeez. Hold your cursor over the bar, and it tells you at the top. I mean, where? Oh, it tells you right here the high and the low. I never knew that. Hold your cursor bar. I did not know that. Yeah, it's the same distance then. Low here was 0.22. Cool, and low here was. Oh, that's cool. I've been training for 2 years. I never realized this. 139. That's cool. High low. What's this? 179 here. 179. That's the closure. Cool. Where's the opening? Opening is 024. Opening's right there. Cool. Opening, high, low, closure. Okay, cool. And how much it went down. Cool. Yeah, we didn't break the lows yet, guys. So if we didn't break the lows, there's a high chance. If once we actually flip bullish here, we have a high chance to continue up here, back in the range. Because look at how many times we have actually wicked up here, but we never closed. Wicked up, never closed. This kind of actually closed bullish in the range, so therefore, high chance we have to continue up here. Well, at least to 140 for 40, you know. Yeah, it came down to the low was 140, 179, 176 here, and the low on the previous candle was 140, 176. So literally like the exact same distance. Could we flip bullish here? What I'll probably do is that I'll see this. I'll let this play out. If I was in this situation, I'll let this play out, come up until like 140, 440. After I just wait for the buys above this area to take up to here. Like this is my focus will be. I'm thinking if I should stream next week. I think Mark's gonna be very dead. 21st, 25th. At first I was like, you know what, should I just stream the Monday and Tuesday? But I'm like, how would the markets be on those days? Like last year, I remember this week being very rangy. Like the last 2 weeks of the year. Let's see, I don't know. Watch Cartnarks when it's dead. Cartnarks. I just put my Warzone gameplay on. I'll just start playing Warzone on stream. Cartnarks. I wonder if I didn't get copyrighted for that, by the way. So I'm pretty sure I can play stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I can play that stuff. I found some new non-copyright music if you want for YouTube. Yeah, send it my way. Yeah, send it. That was cool. I never realized that this is opening, high, low, and closure. I never realized that. I learned probably the top two things I learned this year in my trading career were this. One, you could extend the rectangle tool all the way to the right here, like that. Two, the cursor thing. Those two things that I learned this year that have helped me in my trading career a lot. Saved a lot of time, you know. What is the cursor thing? Oh, you hold the cursor over like a certain price, or you click on a candle, or you scroll over to a certain price. Like for example, we want this candle. We want to see the high or low of this candle is. You go here, you go to the top, and it shows you at the top here. Well, the high, low, and closure of that certain candle that you hover your mouse over. How do you extend the rectangle? Well, you go here. Rectangle, you scroll down whatever, and then you right click it, settings, and you go to style, extend right. That. You extend it right, and it just extends to infinity. You can extend it left too if you want, but I mean, it's whatever you want to do, honestly. Everyone's done a rectangle? Yeah, you do the thing. You just extend right. Who helped me with that? I forgot who helped me with that, but whoever did, props to you. Hello, John. So much free value. There's a lot of value though with learning how to draw that candle up. I mean that rectangle. See what gold's gonna do today though. Gold here, what you got? Ooh, gold's gonna continue up here. Gold's gonna continue up here on a 4-hour time frame up until this resistance right here. So look at the 4-hour time from here. 4-hour has, I guess you can say, closed pretty strong bullish, and also closed bullish above this resistance, closing with a nice wick fill candle. So therefore, this kind of has a high chance to continue up to fill a wick and eventually to tap the next resistance, which is most likely going to be here, based off the daily time frame. So 188 will be your target today. Gold. Potentially. That's a higher time frame, obviously. I think when I trade gold in January, I'm gonna be trading it like more of like I'm gonna be having longer positions. So I'm probably use the 4-hour and 1-hour a lot more than I do with the 30 and 15 for gold. Like the pit ranges are just a lot different, you know? And I tend to see that gold respects like the hourly and 4-hour a lot more than it does with the 15 and 30. So it's adapt a little bit, but other than that, I mean, should be cool. Trade it again. If I were to enter on this 4-hour candle, I'll probably enter on this candle. This candle stops this candle and then target up here at like 1888, 640 here. Catching this range from here to here. Maybe take partials at this area. You know, catch like a nice 50 pips here in this range, and then leave a runner for another like 100 pips. Go up. You woke up today. Wow, I think everyone here woke up today as well. Congrats if you guys woke up today. She woke up on time today. Hey, hold on guys, give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna boil some water real quick. Like a minute. 1 minute max. I'm back. I'm back. I had to make some tea. I need my tea. Samurai. I think I answered that question already. Yeah, so we have like a closure in about 15 minutes here, about like 12 minutes here. So what we're doing, what's happening here is that this is like your support here, right here, um, right here. This is your support, right? And look where these counters are closing. We obviously broke into the range here on alley, broke into the range. It's kind of broken into the range, just kind of got continue up, right? But what's happening here is look at this. This candle closed bearish, cool, right? But the overall hourly candle is still over in the range, right? Once this candle closed bearish here, it closed in the range here. It never broke down. So this candle here, depending on how this candle reacts here, if it closes bullish, then you can take your buys to go up. But if it closes bearish, depending on where it closes, if it closes below the range here, below like 140, 300, then high chance we're probably going to continue down to make support down here potentially, right? But as long as you stay within 140, 300, or we close within an area, we should be able to still push up. Because what price is doing right now is it's looking for his buddy. It's looking for his friend. It's a friend that it could trust, right? So price went up. It's like, okay, you know what? I gotta drop off this guy. But where can I go? Can I go here or should I go down to here? So it kind of wants to see where it could trust. So once it finds that area that I can trust, it'll start to respect it, you know, give it that firm handshake, and then it'll start to push back up again. But let's see. Let's see where the friend is today. Put my desk in the blow check for his. You have a standing desk? Does anyone here have a backstrap? Jarvis standing desk. Wow. Nice desk you got here. This would be a cool one. I think I need a bigger one though. This is not enough space for me. I want like this probably. Like this, but like a little wider. Like maybe like another half of this on the other side. Yeah, there's not enough space. $70 inches wide, damn. I think mine's about, I don't know, I can't really measure. So do your legs ever get tired after standing?
Stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Hold on, give me like a second. I was on mute the whole time. Jeez. Oh man. Alright, I was saying, this candle here is gonna be your most important candle here, right? Because if this candle here closes bearish, below, or even closes bearish here below the support here, high chance we're gonna find support down here somewhere. Very high chance, right? But if this candle were to close bearish but within the range here at 140-300, then high chance we're gonna continue to push up, right? Like this. But if this candle closes bearish, then yeah, you see potentially this, because the reason why this candle is so important is because this candle will lead to the New York opening, right? The direction this candle closes here will determine the next 30-minute candle, which is the 7:30 candle to the 8 a.m. candle. And wherever that candle goes, let's say the next candle continues to push down here, the NY session opening at 8 a.m. will most likely continue to push down. Oh, if this next 30-minute candle closes bullish and continues up bullish, breaking above like this resistance, then high chance the NY opening will continue up and we'll get continuation to the upside. So this candle here will determine pretty much the next, like, pretty much the bias for the rest of the NY session. It's a very key candle. And this is the thing about adapting, right? Like, I'm not saying this candle specifically because it's 7:30. Like, it's not like every day at 7:30 you wait for a candle to close and that's the direction. No, it's not like that. If trading was that easy, everyone would make money, right? It's more of just like adapting to the structure. Look at the structure alone here. Looking at this overall structure and trying to adapt to it, right? And understanding the structure here. Like, if we were to break above, then high chance we're going to push up. Easy. If we were to break below, then high chance we're going to find support down here. Right? And it's just all about adapting. It's not the same thing every day. So last, I think, better traders from the 15 minutes clean sell to fill per his candle wick. Then my brain starts. Oh yeah, 15, yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't have taken this though. Like, even if I were to go back and look at it, I wouldn't have taken it. The reason was just because, like, I'm more like bullish. Like, anywhere above here. Like, if this kind of were to close bearish though, I'll take sells. You know, if we're to close like this, then I'll take sells coming down because then we're breaking the support, right? But even if I wanted to, I don't think I would have taken this. It's very it's odd. Just the fact that I closed above 140-300. RLD has broken the lows, guys. So RLD has broken the lows, therefore high chance here. We can probably adjust this right here. We can probably adjust this to here now, probably. Something like that. And then have your support form like somewhere right here. This is at 530. This is a very nice clean buy here. I just saw this right here. Like, price per rich ranger. And then once this kind of closed bullish above the ranger, actually strong closure within the wicks, it had a chance to kind of have to go up. This is a nice buy. Never caught that at 530. That was like way before I was awake. What I missed? None, man. Nothing much has happened. That was a very nice buy. A 5 a.m. candle. Yeah, I think if price were to break in this range here, price were to break into this range here, breaking below the range here, high chance we have to continue down here. I'll probably wait for a closure below in this range here, because a closure below here would lead to breaking this support. Therefore, high chance we're going to continue down to reach this support, right? Because now your focus will be this candle. You're looking at this bullish candle here, and your price is going to pretty much mirror that candle once price breaks inside the candle. That's considered clean traffic. And these are the sells earlier when I was talking about the sells earlier at 6:30. These are sells I was looking for earlier. The only sells I'll look for will be in this range, 1 or 2 below this range here. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty clean. So yeah, probably in this range or out of this range. Coming down to here. BC reached a high of 23780. Did it? I didn't check since yesterday. Oh, it did. It did. Yeah, I think this candle here, the way this candle closed. Remember how I said this is part of your most important candle of the day probably. The way it closed here, which leads you to more downside here. So high chance this candle will likely to continue down here, especially since like the hourly candle broke the low as well. Like the hourly wasn't expected to break the lows, but since you broke the lows, high chance we're gonna come back in the range here. So for the NY session opening, my throat, sorry. At 8 AM Eastern, high chance we have to probably continue down as well. You're done. Quick question: where should you ignore the levels behind clean traffic, and where should you take into consideration? So I'll look at your most recent, man. Shit, my throat. Your most recent clean traffic. Like in this case, like my focus here would be this candle right here. I consider this as clean traffic, right? Like anything behind here is irrelevant for me right now. I don't really ignore clean traffic. I look at the most recent clean traffic, and there's always gonna be like recent clean traffic, unless you're trading like all-time highs or all-time lows. Then it's a bit different. But there's history in your charts, and there's clean traffic somewhere. You gotta keep zooming back. What do we look for closure in 30 minutes, not 15? No, it depends on the situation. Like you already got to adapt, like I said. Like I think Monday we waited for a closure in a 15 time frame, whereas today we're waiting for a closure on a 30-minute time frame. Some days we wait for a closure on a 1 hour time frame. It just depends on how the situation look. Like in this case, the 15 looks like this. Look at this. You have candles breaking in the range here. You have candles breaking out of the range here. This is the overall range in this case, right? But on a 30-minute, it's much cleaner. This is a 30-minute time frame. Looks like that. The overall range is just from here to here, right? So a price would close 30-minute would have closed bullish, bearish back in the range here. High chance we have to continue back down. Whereas a 15-minute, it's a bit messy right now. It wouldn't make as much sense as the 30-minute does. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a messy zone on a 15-minute. It's like, you know, it's not gonna be the same like every day though. Like, you can't just come to a chart every day and look at just one time frame, you know. Like, you gotta really adapt to the other time frames as well. And it's gonna be a bit harder at first, but you're getting used to it, man. Like, some days you might ask me why I'm looking at the 15, and you might ask me why I'm looking at the hourly and not the 30-minute, and some days you might see me looking at 30-minute only, you know. It just depends on the situation and how the candles are aligned during that day, or how the structure is formed, I'll say. But look at this in this case. Like, if I were to take sells here on a 30-minute candle here, I'll wait for a closure below this range here, like this, right, on the 30-minute, not the 15, because on a 15, because look, on a 30-minute, price has never closed below here. Price came down, rejected, closed back in the range. Came down, rejected, came back in the range. But in this case, if we get a closure here, high chance we have to come down. Whereas a 15-minute time frame going to 15, the 15 has already broke that level. Right, these wicks here were from the 15-minute time frame, the smaller time frame. So in this case, going to 15, those wicks have came down, closed, and came back up. So see how 30-minute respects it more today. So in this case today, I'm looking more at the 30-minute time frame than the 15. I think that's what really takes some time, and is using all the time frames to predict your desired setup. Yeah. Right, because at first when you first start trading, you're just like, well, what time frame do you look at? That's the question you ask people. What time frame do you look at? You know, what time do you look at? What time frame do you use for confirmation? You know, and the answer is it's a very subjective question because there's so much more to it. If I can give you a time, I'll give you a time, man. If you can ask me a question like, yo, what time frame do you look at? What's the best time frame? If I say a 30-minute, it feels that easy. Anyone can do it. You know what, Don said 30-minute was the best time frame, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at the 30-minute time frame today. I'm looking at a 30-minute time frame. Alright. Now, Don, what are your confirmations for a 30-minute time frame is? And it's like, it's not as easy as that, man. So that's why I say, when you come to the streams, you gotta come every day, man. You can't just show up for one session, one day, man. Or you can't even show up just for the trades you catch, you know. You should be here for the actual value we give, and that value will not come all within one session. That'll take probably weeks and months for you to really understand. And it's not free though. That's the thing. When you look for buys, if price turns bullish? No, man. In this case, I'll look for buys if price were to break above here. Or even like, maybe, if this were to happen, maybe. If we were to push down here, and then, because now we're stuck in this range here. This is your resistance, and this is your support. If price were to close bullish somewhere here, at support again, and then break the resistance, which is this, then I will take buys to go back up like this, because price is breaking resistance now, right? I think a way to make things simpler for you is think of everything as a range. Like, a range is not consolidation, by the way. A range is always going to be formed. 100%, a range is formed all the time, on any pair, any time frame during a day, hundreds of times. In this case, the range is formed here. Resistance form, support form. Price broke the range, cool, came down towards the next range. Next range is from here, resistance, support. This is your range now, right? If price were to break into this range, the range would be here, right? But a range is formed when price makes it high and price makes it low, pretty much. For instance, this is the most simple thing you can probably see in Forex, in price action. You have price going up, price going up, price going up. Okay, cool. You have a resistance form there. Right? The moment price closes bearish somewhere, that's your resistance form. So let's say we close bearish now. Boom, that's your resistance form. So what's the range now? Where's your range now? The range right now is right here. From that resistance, this resistance, to pretty much this support. Right, that's the overall range. So high chance, if we're closing bearish at the top of the range, high chance we have to continue back down to the bottom of the range, right? So, but this overall, think of this as a range though. This is overall still your range. So until we actually get a breakout, price will most likely stay in this range. So let's say we get a break to the downside. Cool, you can take sellers coming down. But if price were to close bullish at support here, and it starts to respect the range, respect the support, high chance we have to continue back up. And if prior to the structure we're bullish, then high chance if price closes bullish as support here, we can enter buys at this level to anticipate buys going up. And then once you actually get a closure above the range here, you can get buys further up to the upside. So this is just the overall like something that happens all the time in FX or in price action in general. Alright, it's the same thing as this, you know. Prices we were bullish, look what happened. Price closed bullish at support, broke this high here, this kind of here, boom. Buys going up to follow the bullish trend that you had here earlier, right? But now that price is breaking back into the range, we have a high chance to continue back down. That's what price did here. So if price were to break this support, then you can see more downside. But if price were to respect the support, this resistance, then we'll get more upside to retest this high and to continue the bullish trend from earlier. Just a simple, I guess you can say price structure that price levels forms. You ever go below the 50 minute? No man, not really. Like the 15th part is lowest to stay, or I go to. Like the 5 minute, thing about 5 minute structure is that it's always gonna be breaking structure. Like in this case, like it's always gonna be breaking highs and lows, you know. It's never really gonna respect candles, and whereas the 15 minute will most likely, well, the higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmation is as well. So cool. Let's put back into the range here on a 15 minute time frame. Yeah, you guys can see this kind of starts to drive down here. Go to range. Yeah, these can be some decent sells here below the range here. About a 15 pip range here. Not bad. With the NY session opening up as well at 8 AM, you can anticipate that price with the volume drive, and then you can anticipate the price is going to drive down here as well. Then we'll be breaking into this range here. Yeah, it's a pretty clean move. would ticket sales be considered counter trending? So that is okay. So looking at that question, I think in this case, so take a look at the daily time frame. Daily is bullish, right? We all know it's bullish, right? We are boom, boom, boom. We've been stuck in this range here for about the past month. This is the daily range here, right? But thing is, we don't know what's gonna happen here. The range, we don't know what's gonna happen here though. Actually, let me make this smaller. Right? We don't know what's gonna happen here, because we've been stuck in this range. We haven't got a closure above this range, or we haven't got a closure below this range. Therefore, we're still over on this range. But what we do know is that we're at the top of the range here, right? So if like this is a day time frame as well, you're looking at this candle here. So if on the day time frame we're at the top of the resistance, but on a small time frame, the 4 hour to 1 hour, we're starting to break some type of structure. Look at this. How do I do this? Here, look at this. That's a daily, right? Going like a 15-minute here. Going a 15-minute time from here. On a or a 30-minute time from here. On a 30-minute time from here, what's happening is this. We are breaking into this range here. Right? And if price were to break below the support, then you look for sales coming down towards here, right? That's where your sales are. So if price were to drive down and break below this range here, like this on a 15-minute time frame, then high chance on a daily time frame, what's gonna happen is the day candle will eventually start to. Why did it just Sorry, yeah, the day time frame here will eventually start to reject here at this resistance. Therefore, a high chance it's gonna start to flip bearish here, right? Which will lead you until tomorrow's analysis. Pretty much tomorrow's because of this kind of here, if it's on small time from here, we're gonna start to drive down here. If we break below structure, high chance we have to come down towards here, right? And that's gonna be around like 139,800. 139,800 will be right here. Therefore, this day candle will eventually be flipping bearish here, like so. It'll be a doji candle at the time, right? So if that's the case, and we continue further down, breaking below the support on the 15 today, high chance we're gonna flip bearish, and therefore the day candle will then be looking like this after. Bearish candle at resistance, which means Thursday, Friday's candle, high chance we have to continue further down again, because we're closing bearish on a daily time frame to continue down to the next range, which is going to be like at like 138,600 or even like 137,400 if this is what happens, right? So we really gotta adapt to like time frames, you know, and we gotta understand what happens on the high time frames leads to the small time frames, and what happens on the small time frames leads to the high time frames, if that makes sense. That might be a lot to take in, but it's what goes on in my head whenever I enter positions. Okay, I don't like having this thing here. I'm just gonna put it back to 1. Yeah, so that is. So the analysis makes sense. Like, you're not really counter trending. You're more of just using the small time frame to your advantage here, and seeing how price would react in this case if price were to break into a different structure, which leads to the higher time frame analysis. Are you gonna enter trade? If you didn't know, I'm actually gonna post it on December, but pretty much I'm done trading for the rest of December. I'm just gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be starting trading again. I'm gonna start trading again in January, like around January 4th or something like that, Monday. But yeah, I had to go to Q4, so I'm just gonna call it a year, and then continue next year. Was it more impulsive? It was more impulsive, man. Sorry, you know, just like you said, you know, fuck it. I'm done. I'm done for December. Like, I think things like that could be emotional. Like, you're not gonna be trading for the rest of the month. It's cool. You just want to chill out. You just want to chill out. But when it comes to technical analysis, you can't do that. You know, technical analysis, you gotta be on point. Like, you gotta plan things out. You know what I'm gonna write down? I gotta make a video on this. How smaller frames lead to bigger time frames, or vice versa. Video on YouTube, 5 minutes, about how small time frames lead to the higher time frames. I'm sure I just broke down earlier, but in a simpler way. What's your strategy? It's called organic. It's adapting to the markets. Every time people ask me what the strategy is, I tell them all the time, I don't have a strategy, man. I don't have a method or strategy, because I feel like a method or strategy is you being stuck in a box. You know, you're not really expanding, but you adapting, you have a lot more options. True effective. Left side traffic range is clean on 30-minute, but there is a strong daily 4-hour level in between the range. Should we ignore the level? No. Because, hold on, if the left side traffic. So what do you mean by strong daily oh, okay. I think I got you. No, because what can happen is, for example, let's say on the daily time frame, looks like this. Right, so let's say these are daily candles here. Right, let's say these are daily candles here. Right? So you're asking me this, right? Yeah, Sean day 4 hours. Up in that range. Yeah, so you're asking me this, right? Like you're asking, let's say this is a daily candle, and this is the current candle that we're in. This candle on the daily, let's say this is today, and on a smaller time frame, you have like something like this. And oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Let me extend this a little bit, make it much easier for you guys. And now you have this, right? Like similar to this. Because now this is your range, right? And then now you're considering taking buys to go up, right? To pretty much retest the top of the range, which is up here. You want to take buys on this candle because you're anticipating this candle here to push up, right? Is that your question? Like you want to take buys here because this is clean traffic looking left here, right? But the issue is the daily time frame is that resistance at the top. Yeah, so that question, I think to answer this question, I would still take this trade. I would not ignore, because the thing is, like, this daily candle here, you see how there's wicks here? This daily candle technically go all the way up to wherever it wants to go, but still it can close bearish here. I mean, it can still close bullish below this resistance here. Like this daily candle could continue to drive all the way up to here, but then close like this, close with a nice wick to the upside, right? Because the thing about looking at the daily time frame is you don't know where it's gonna close yet. We don't know where it's gonna close yet. We have logical resistance levels where it could reject that, but we don't know where it's gonna close. We don't know if it's gonna close above or below until we actually wait for a day kind of close. So on a smaller time frame here, in this case, a price is showing you bullish momentum and price is breaking out of the range here, and you want to take buys above here because this is clean, then by all means take it, because high chance what's gonna happen is it's gonna lead to that day kind of closing bullish above the range, right? So say we go up here, boom, price breaks this resistance, boom, and all of a sudden later on in the day kind of decides to close bullish above the resistance here, above this resistance, right? That leads to tomorrow's analysis that we're going to continue further up, if that makes sense. All right, we have like a minute left. Oh, 3 minutes left before the 1 hour closes here. Yeah, 30-minute closes bearish here, we get a nice entry. Hey guys, they don't want to take positions here on this 15-minute candle. I explained how this candle breaking back into the range here off the 30-minute using the 15 here had a potential chance to continue down here for the rest of the range. This candle with the wick fill. This is a very good entry. I think the range here was about a 10-pip range. There isn't any trade to take today. GG is just that bad. Well, no, it's not actually. It's because we had like news at like 7 a.m. So I mean, we have a lot of trade scenarios though. A lot of volume. I mean, sorry. It's not bad. It's not that bad, man. If we were like stuck in this range though, then yeah, this would be considered bad, right? But we actually got breakouts, so it's not as bad. Why the F is it breaking though? It's because price wants to break. You can't control these things that the market does. If price wants to break, price wants to break. You just gotta adapt. Right, because you have like this level here that price has tested before and price didn't break it. Price came down, wicked it, but closed back in the range. Therefore, we never broke. But if price breaks this time, then high chance we have to continue down, and you can take sells from this range coming down to the bottom of this range. You just gotta adapt to those things, man. Styles to be too big for sells now. I think if you were to enter on a trade, yeah. So the thing is like, okay, now you're looking at sells, right? And now you want to take sells below this range here. So stops are a bit too big here. But what you could do. Wait, what if you enter right here? What would this be? Yeah, so it's still too big. I think what you could do is that you can use the current stops. It's a very aggressive like stop loss, but you can use a current candle as your stop loss. So for example, once price flips bearish here, like this, wherever the high is of that candle, you can put that as your stop loss and enter off the break of this. In this case, if this is the high right here, then stop's gonna be like around 5-6 pips here, and it takes sells come down for like 8 pips, right? But it's more aggressive than using the previous candle as your stop loss. So I had a stop loss at 140, 184. I'm entering for it only reach 140, 178, but I got stopped out. Yeah, so I think you got stopped out due to spreads because that's technically like that's less than the pip. That's like a 0.6. So if your spreads are bigger than a 0.6, then you would have got stopped out in that case. Unit sells? No, I'm done trading for the rest of the year. I pretty much taking a break off for the last 2 weeks of December and just kind of call it a month. I mean, wasn't that great of December so far, but I mean, still profitable December, but I'm just gonna call it a year, man. Continue on next year, January. I think the current 15-minute close smaller bow would be have a nice sell set replay. Yeah, you can do that as well. Thing is, like, if you were to take the sells with a very aggressive entry, like, you have to wait for this candle to break the lows here, right? Because once that breaks the lows, this will be confirmed high. Until then, price will still go up here. So, but then again, the range below here is not that great as well. It's about like a 9-8 pip range here. You know what I mean? The ideal trade would be entry here, stops previous candle, sells here. I mean, TP here. But the range, it's gonna be like a -1 to 1, right? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, if the 15 does close bullish, and you take sell stops below, that makes sense as well. That's a sell replay. I think in December, a lot of people are lazy bones. Especially in trading too. It's my 2nd December. I mean, well, my 2nd December in trading. I remember last year it was very rangy, so that's why I took a break. It's not because I'm lazy bones. Last time you take off? The thing is, last December, I don't remember. No, I didn't. I wasn't. But this December I am, because last December was rangy, right? Last December, technically I did take it off because there wasn't much to enter off of. It was very choppy. Last December I remember I was in gold buys. Like I was in very long-term positions on gold buys. And I think gold buys from like 1400 to 1500. December gets so cold to stay in the bed. Yeah, December is lazy bone month, man. Like I'm telling you, it's lazy bones. Everyone's just lazy. Even in school, like, you know how teachers say, you know, it's the last 2 weeks of December, guys. You guys gotta keep pushing because and this is a month where everyone starts to like slack off and gets to get lazy. Excited about the holidays. So. Yeah. Does it affect trading performance? If you're not active on charts for a month or so? Nah, man. Because like this stuff comes natural to me now. If you're new, I guess, because like if you don't have much, I guess you could say a sample size in the markets, then maybe you might lose a couple things. But if you're doing the same thing for a long term period of time, you're never gonna lose it. It's like second nature. It takes like maybe like a day to really pick things back up again. But other than that, like you're not gonna forget what you learned. Like I'm not gonna wake up January and then be like, what are candles? What happens if price breaks the high here? Like, you know, like that stuff's second nature to me now. So like yeah, if you're new still, then and because if you're new, you might not you might not have a consistent plan, consistent strategy, but whatever it is that you do, right? Specific playbook. So therefore, you're still trying things out, and you might not know what works for you, like what really works for you, and what doesn't work for you. Whereas if you have a lot more experience and a bigger sample size in the markets, you kind of know what works for you, and you kind of got to a point where it's all second nature. Like it's in the back of your palm. EJ is in a worse range. What's your thoughts? Yeah, MC, send me a chart. Actually, I'll look at it in a bit. Actually, 'cause I'm feeling nice. Guys, there's no entry here. If you wanted to enter aggressive entries, it would not be valid anymore because one, this candle did not break the lows, and two, this candle's not going too high. So even if you were to enter on a break the low, stops current candle, this candle here is all the way up here now. Your stop is gonna be all the way up there for a target that's this small, right? So it wouldn't make any sense. So there's no entries here though in this case. Thing is, the hourly high is all the way up here. So technically, as long as price respects this, it should still continue to push down. But let's see where the first 15-minute closes in about 5 minutes or 7 minutes. I think if price were to break this 30-minute high here, it'll lead to more upside. Price were to break 140, 188, it pushes up. Why do you trade GJ? Because it is a pair that I've been trading for a long time. Like this case now, I wouldn't necessarily look at buys, because like what I mentioned earlier was that you can take buys above this resistance here, right? But in this case, I'll wait for a closure above this resistance here on like a 30-minute or a 15-minute. A closure above here, because then that'll lead towards this resistance up here. That leads to price pushing up towards this resistance, right? To retest the highs. So that's where I'll take the buys at. But until then, price is technically still bearish here until it closes. Who's your mentor? I never had like a true mentor. I had multiple people that I looked up to at one point in my life, but in trading. But I've never had like a true mentor where that really taught me everything. I kind of got bits and pieces from like everyone that I learned from, and just made it my own. It's one of those ones where I answered it in the stream for, and if you know, you know. Only some people in the chat will understand the answer to that. This is the resistance that we have here at 140, 138. So that's why I'm waiting for an actual closure above here, guys. Closure above it will be a decent buy for us to push up. The price closes above where's the last be low of a current candle. Yeah, the current candle right here, or pretty much the previous current candle. The price closes bullish here. Yeah, probably this candle. But the range is not bad. 20 pip stop for like around like a 20 pip target. Why not the current candle? Well, the current candle is going to become the previous candle. If price were to close here and you enter off the next candle, the current candle we're in right now is the previous candle. So it's the previous candle. Yeah. I read it wrong? Did I read it wrong? The then current candle. What does then current candle mean? I mean, big loss and catching less bibs is awesome. At the same time, it doesn't risk. Hey, that's good, man. That's very good. Happy to see you homegrown. But I don't think like the overall focus should just be like, you know, upping a lot size to catch smaller pips. Like the overall focus should just be like just trying to catch the move. Like the lot sizes will eventually come to you and they'll increase the account size, right? But I feel like for a lot of people, the reason why they say you know, Don, you only make so much because you have a bigger lot size and you catch less pips. Well, that's not my focus, man. Like, I'm trying to catch a certain range, you know, and I can catch that range on a small lot size or a bigger lot size. It won't affect the way I trade and the way I manage the trade, you know what I mean? So I feel like yeah, waiting for moves, yeah. But yeah, it's a great feeling whenever you up your lot size. Great feeling. If the current candle closes above, it's no longer the current candle when it closes. So I was asking, would you put stop below the previous candle or the new candle? Oh, yeah, put the below the previous candle. Like in this case, like the range, since the range is overall, you have a bigger range here. Like in this case, I'll just put the previous candle. I'll put stops down here, and not like the current, like not like this. I wouldn't put my stop loss on this candle once it breaks the highs. That only came to play in this case because I said how this is a more of aggressive stop loss you can have here, since the range is a bit smaller, and the stops would have been too big if you were to even put it here. You know what I mean? You ever watch those trading videos where they open like 10 positions in one pair? Of course, man. Of course, this is a video, no freak promo or anything, but this is a video where I've watched when I first started. Everyone in trading knows this video. Where is it? This guy.
Oh, it is November 3rd.
Everyone in FX knows this video. When I first watched this video, I think it had like 20,000 viewers. Like 20,000 viewers. Now it has a million. Because every IMO guru out there shows this video to everyone. Oh yeah, you can make money off your phone. Look at this.
We in profit already, baby.
Yeah, man. You know a guy for commercials? Yeah, if you know something for commercials, that's not really a good sign, man. Look at this, you know. Like, 13K account, 10 lot size. Where's it? Like, look at the margin level, man. Like, yeah. Oh man, that looks. It's burning my eyes. 10K account. A good lot size for that would be a one lot size probably. Managing risk. Actually no, sorry. Like a 3, 4 or something like that. You're trying to flip that account? Yeah. Why do people do that? Well, people do that for one. This is why. This right here. Instagram. How many times do you guys see this on Instagram? This is the typical chart that you guys see on your Instagram feed. The typical chart you see in your Instagram feed. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? This is the typical, most common thing you see in your Instagram feed. Am I wrong? Go on your Instagram page right now and if you're following like Forex pages, it will show you recommended. This is what you'll see on your page. Oh, my bad. My bad. There we go. Right? I'm not trying to name any names or anything, but this is a typical thing you see on Instagram page. And that's and also if they were showing like MT4, MT5 screenshot, it'll show like a bunch of lot sizes like this. Boom, boom. Just a bunch of them. Boom, like up here, you know, like 20 of them. And it's just to flex on Instagram. That's all that is. It's just to flex for Instagram and social media. Trying to catch attention to sell their course, to sell their signals. You know, that's all that is. And they never think about that. Those people is that they never show their losses. Never. And it's always blue. You know? And it's never a monthly progression. It's just a day. Unless you have a good week or something, like a week, and then they'll show the whole week. But other than that, it's just the same thing you see all the time, man. And you know why? Everyone's showing like it's something. It's all similar on Instagram. It's because like a lot of mentors teach the same thing. It's all like kind of like recycled information. It's all the same fibs, the same trend lines, you know. Same pages have like Lamborghinis from their page, you know, have like vacations, you know, 20 monitors, RGB lights. What's your thoughts on vaccines? That's kind of like a long, that's a long topic, man. I'm not getting into that. Oh, this kind of close above 15. Damn. Yeah, it's 15 close above. I didn't notice this. 15 close like bullish above the range here, and this kind of started to drive up. It happened like 5 minutes ago. Wow, I didn't see that. Yeah, so probably continuing up here towards like 140, 350 here. Because earlier we're looking for buys above here, right? But that was because price is already up here, and this is the resistance that we had here formed, right? But now that price made a new support down here, price made a new resistance right here. The buys we're looking for were above here at 140, 128 to go up towards this resistance. That was where our focus was in the session. Warriors Special PC, nothing too crazy, man. It's just 6 and 60 super, and then you got like a Ryzen 5 3600. Yeah, I mean this 15 has more upside here. If you could potentially wait for this 15 close as well, because thing is that this 15 here, once it closes bullish here like this, that'll lead to a 30-minute closing bullish, because 30-minute candle is technically down here. This is how 30-minute candle looks right now. And if it were to close like this, you could then use your 15-minute stop loss as your stop loss instead of 30-minute low, because 30-minute low is all the way down here, right? So if you're trying to catch a move from here to here, the top of the range here, you use a 15-minute low, and anticipate the next candle to continue to push up towards the resistance, and those would be your nice buys. That's in 7 minutes. I think Zerx, you asked me about clean traffic earlier. Yeah, so right now, I'll look at this clean traffic. I'll look at this. Like, this stuff is irrelevant to me right now. Like, anything behind that area is kind of irrelevant, because my focus here would be just these counts here that are coming down. Right? Using that as a mirror to go back up to retest the high again. This is like all noise back here. Are you training today? I'm done training for the rest of December, man. I think I've answered that like a lot of times already. Like 4 or 5 times. I'm training in December, man. I'm taking the rest of this, I mean, in January, I'm taking the rest of December off to just chill. But I'm still streaming every day. Hey guys, who's trading next week though? Who's trading the last 2 weeks of December? If you guys are trading, leave a 1 in the chat. If you guys aren't trading, leave a 2 in the chat. So you're not trading? 1, you're trading. 1 demo, 1, 2. You're not trading, you're trading. 1. 1, you're still trading. Yeah. It's all personal preference. Like, there's no rule behind it. It's all personal preference. It's what you want to do. Yeah, it can be great weeks as well. Yeah, like I don't really. I just honestly just want to take a break though for the last 2 weeks and just relax. So, like, if it's great weeks, then shit, it's great weeks. Like if you get like 100 pip ranges every day, then by all means take advantage of that. You know, if you're trading. But I'm just gonna watch it happen. Demo trades, okay. It's not bad. That's kind of a good idea. Last year during Christmas was really good. Yes, you're right, because last year coming towards Christmas was dead. Like from the second week to the third week, or the first week to the third week was dead, dry. Like gold was ranging in a 10-bit range the whole month. All of a sudden, on like a day before Christmas, like 24th, 23rd, so I get moves going up on gold. I remember that day because I was in gold longs that day last year. Yeah. My count is up 12%. Oh wow, that's good, man. Yeah, 12%. That's pretty good. That's very good. Great stuff, man. It's just like I've got to a point where even if like I see like huge like weeks or a lot of events happening in a week, and as you have potential movements during a week, I've gotten to a point where I'm more like I can just chill, like I can just watch it all happen. You know, like I don't feel the urge that I need to be in that position. You know, like I'll see like a 90 pip candle, I'll be like, oh cool, a 90 pip candle here. You know, it's not like, but the old me would be like, a 90 pip candle? Wow, I just missed a 90 pip candle. I need to jump on now. You know, I'm more like disciplined now compared to like I was like way before. So that if something happens, you know, on Christmas or anything, we can just easily not feel the urge for me to enter. I don't have that FOMO feeling anymore. Yeah, something that took a while to get over. took a long time to get over that. Yeah, if we can get closure in 2 minutes here, guys, we can pop up. These would be very nice buys here. We can pop up. Stops in this case, it's going to be roughly around 140, 8 pip stop, 140, 116. Not bad. If you guys haven't yet, go follow the Telegram channel and our Telegram pages. Link in the description down below. Yep. Get the right idea, holla. Buys the next 15-minute candle dollars below previous. Yep. Got the perfect idea here. Because we're looking at this. Perfect. This is a very nice trade here. Looking at this, these candles here. This is clean traffic. Expect the price to continue up here. Once you get closure above here, due to the fact that the 30-minute candle is going to close bullish as well. And look where 30 minutes on close. This is the overall range that we had here. So 30 minutes is going to kind of break above the range here. Therefore, this leads to more buys going up towards the next resistance. Very nice buys you got here. You ready to stop on December now? Once this kind of flips, I think that'll be your entry. Once this bearish kind of flips there. Wait for it to flip though. Because the first thing this kind of did here was go down. Therefore, this would be a low for price to drive up. But it can be here, or it can be here. You can even break this low here. So really wait for this kind of flip, and that'll be your entry kind of go up. I'm on 14 green trades now. Wow, that's nice. I remember I was on like a long streak, man, and I was kind of hoping for me to really get a red one, you know, because I don't really like that feeling of just being on a consistent winning streak. Like at one point I was on like a 20 winning streak, like a 20-day winning streak, and it was just I kind of want a red one to really humble it down a little bit. Obviously, keep my losses small, right? But continue to stay in that winning streak, man. Do whatever you're doing. Continue to do that. Close that level to the left. You said not to worry about. What do you mean? 30 minute here? Which level? This count didn't flip yet. There's no entries. Are we talking about this level right here? I'm confused. The wicks at 430. These wicks right here. Check 15. Yeah, 15. I was waiting for this candle to flip here to look for entries. At least this candle never flipped. There's already no entries here, right? Because this candle here, when it opened up, just went straight down. So high chance thing is the 30 minute still open, 1 hour still open. 1 hour did not break. The 1 hour low is all the way down here. So technically, this candle here could still it could flip anywhere here. Once it flips, that'll be your entry. This could be a low being created here. Oh, I got you. This level right here, right? This right here, right? Yeah. So I said how like this is kind of irrelevant here. Kind of just got you shifted out because not only is your 15 your entry candle here, it's using the 15 as your entry candle, but the 30 minute as your overall structure for it. Because 30 minute structure is this. This is your resistance here, right? This is your support here. So this in this case, we're actually gonna break out of the range here. Therefore, we have a high chance to continue up once you actually break this or flip bullish. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what he was asking. This is a very similar scenario we had before, where it broke down buys before, where the candle will open up, and a question I got all the time where you asking, how come sometimes you wait for a candle to flip bullish, and sometimes you wait for you enter an opening? Because it depends. Because if a candle opens up and the first thing it does is just drive straight down, because usually the typical candle, we always wait for usually a wick to be created, right? Like it's a bad look if a candle just pushes up like this with no wick to the bottom. Right, that low being created, right? So usually we'll wait for a wick to be created, and then once it actually creates that wick, it can be here, it could be here, it could be here, who knows? But let's say it's here, and it flips bullish, we'll enter off of the flip of that candle. If you've been on streams long enough, you probably know. No, Lamshire, he's saying he's saying this right here from earlier. I kind of already answered it. Alright, cool. This third minute can flip here. Once the third minute flips, you'll probably look to put stops at the current third minute low. Current third minute low as your stops, probably. You don't enter immediately. I do, but in some cases, well, majority of my cases, I'll wait for an actual flip of the candle, or actual low to be created first. Because what happens when prices pushes up, because majority of times price creates a low, right? But what happens when prices pushes up is that can mean that that's a high for price to drive back down, because the first thing the candle would go up. Therefore, this candle could still flip bearish, and then that could be look like this after. And come all the way back down, right? So usually I'll wait for a candle to create a low first. In this case, create a low, and then once it flips bullish, it'll look like this, and you have that low or that liquidated wick being created for you to drive up. Right. You're confused for sure? Yeah, you're probably new here, that's why. If you've been here long enough, you get to hang out things. I listened for a good amount of time but never anticipated. Well then you probably know that we usually wait for lows to be created on a candle. Or you know at least the reasoning behind like this candle in this case, like the reason why it pushed down when it opened up, you know. But maybe you missed it, I don't know. Especially for someone with a pretty good understanding, would you suggest is to buy your course or keep watching your streams? It's honestly up to you, man. If you enjoy your streams and you want a more structured learning process, then by all means go ahead. I'm not here on the streams every day to say, yo guys, please buy. It's an option if you want to learn more about your, if you want to have more in-depth learning process. Yes, the count push now wick is good. Yeah, yep, it is. It's like saying it's your low being created for your or your considered liquidity wick being created for price to push up. So usually in this case, if you're looking for buys here and the first thing the count does is push down, that means a high chance that wherever the wick is, because we don't know where wick's gonna be at. It can be down here, it can be down here, who knows? But wherever the wick is, or when it flips bullish, that's the wick, the liquidity wick for price to drive up. That's your low. Therefore, high chance it's gonna continue to drive up. But it's a bad look if it's the first thing it's counted was just drive up with no bond wick, right? Because high chance that can go still flip bearish after. Yeah, it shows good buying pressure. If that's true, if not the last candle. So think of the last candle is the last candle closed with a top wick. Therefore, it's leaving a range. If you watch this video here about these wicks here, on my Instagram page, like this, this one, different types of no wick candles here. Watch that, you get a better understanding of the candles. You know, different types of no wick candles. This is August 21st. Go with that post. Because this one closed, right? This wick here is a range on a smaller time frame. This is a 30-minute time frame going like a 5-minute time frame. These are just bearish candles coming back down on a smaller time frame. It's different when it closes than when it opens up. Top or bottom of the candle as well. There's different wicks on different candle structures. Appreciate Don's answer. Yeah, man. I mean, the levels we had just don't matter anymore though. Which levels? Like this level? What you mean? Thing is though, like there's like none positions here for us to enter off of in this case, right? Like we have potential positions, but it can't just cancels out now the fact that we're breaking like 15-minute lows and we're breaking like all these lows here. Like if you were to take a buy now, it wouldn't make any sense. Like even if you were to wait for a buy above like here, I think stock's gonna be like 16 pips, target's gonna be like 15 pips, right? So it's gonna be invalid now at this point. So like there's really like no positions. Yeah, ignore all of them. Yeah. Now you can see, you can go back to the 1 hour candle and you can look at it from this perspective. This 1 hour, remember how I said earlier how this 1 hour closed there, bearish below the range here. This one can go all the way up to here if it wants to and still flip bearish here. I mean, it still has more downside here, right? But even if that's the case, there's no like entries at all for the sells because the range is too small for the initial stop loss, right? This one, this hourly candle never broke the highs of the previous one. I can't wait to start trading again in January, man. Just it feels it's starting to feel weird now, not trading. Starting to feel weird, very weird. Wait, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I thought today was Wednesday. Damn. I think the only good position you would have had here today was probably this position right here. This sell. Like on the closure of this 15 coming down towards this TP here. That range. Other than that, I mean, that has been like any perfect setup for us to re-enter. Like we have potential buys here, but then account never flipped, right? Never broke. Let's see. Let's see. Because if this 1 hour actually closes bullish above the range here, then we can still continue up. But we have like 15 minutes left now within the candle. Gold going crazy, is it? Yeah, 3 minutes a lot can happen. You're right. Yep, gold broke above the resistance here. $18.80 should get tapped there. And then you can look towards probably like around this level after, like 1892 levels after, but overall it's getting very choppy for gold. Gold buy, nice. $9.30 air for gold potentially. Yeah, if looking at like the daily, I mean overall, like we're probably struggle a bit at like 1890. 1930 will eventually get tapped once you like. I would say once you break above looking at the daily time from here, like we have a resistance form right here, so that this area we gotta worry about. But once if you were to break into like I'll say within like these ranges here, yeah, I'll say above here. If we were to break above here today, if we were actually close bullish above this resistance here today, then high chance tomorrow's daily candle will push us up towards like 1930 or even like 1920 levels, around that range. But that would depend on how we close today, because if the day candle closes bearish, or not even bearish, like bullish below this resistance, then we might struggle until next week. Maybe Monday, Tuesday next week we'll get another push up. Alright, let's see how we close here. 15 minutes left in this candle. Things like you can't even enter the buys anymore, right? The option would be like 20 pips. Target's gonna be around like 15 pips. It doesn't make any sense. Because it's the last 15 minutes of the candle. So if this candle decides to flip within the last like minute or so, the bullish and break this high, it's an anticipation that the hourly will close bullish as well. We have 30 minutes remaining. It's anticipation that the hourly will close bullish above 140, 128 here. Therefore, the next hourly candle has a high chance to continue up here towards the resistance, like that. But it really depends on this like last 15 of the hourly candle here. Yeah, 4 hours might close well. 4 hours might close bullish though. 4 hours is choppy though, like very choppy right now. But it's closing bullish though, so that's a good sign. Honda NXX. If XRP hits the all-time high, then Nissan NXX would not be far away. XRP. Yeah. You know what I used to trade them? I used to trade LTC. Litcoin. I used to trade this pair. Like back in the day. Like I think like 2 years ago. 2 years ago I used to be a crypto trader. Yeah. If I ever go back to crypto, I think I'd just be like more of a long-term holder. If I were to invest into it, but probably not. I'd rather just invest into gold. Punch bullet started playing on the 30 minute. 30 minute. Yes. Because if this hourly were to close bullish. Yeah, it'll be a nice replay. But I think I want like a, if it was one, I want like this 30 minute closing above 128. Like this. Instead of like this, you know. Because I want the 1 hour to close above 140, 128. Hourly closing above here will be very critical. Let's see if you can close this bullish, you know. Let's see. But today's definitely more of an earlier day, like more of like a 5 AM day than like 6:30 to 9 day. If anything, we'll get like a very late move. Like we'll get a move like around like 9:30, 10, right? Good call with the hourly closing above, makes the trade way less risky in my opinion. As an impulse, yeah, it's very critical close. We need a very decent close above. You're low on long GPA. I'm not in anything right now. waiting for a closure on this hourly candle to close above this resistance here at 140, 128 to get potential steady replace here on the 30-minute time frame to push up. Push up towards 140, 351. The range I'll probably try to catch if I was trading for December, the rest of December, is this a 20 pip range to go up. But I'll need this candle close above. Anything below here, guys, is just trash. Just call it a day. Like, there's no buys below there. If it was close to the range here, I'll probably stay out. If it closes below here, then the sells be valid for us to come down here, but I'll stay out of that. So, like, the only thing I'll look for today is just the buys above here. So, the 9 a.m., after 9 a.m., if nothing happens, then just call it a day to wrap it up. Because, look, if you were to come down, the only thing that you could potentially catch here is probably going to be sells from this range coming down towards this range, this area, right? And if you were to try to catch sells below here, the thing is that it's too messy below here. We can potentially come down to like 139, 600 if you were to take sells from here to here, but that would be too messy because look left there, it's not clean. You know what I mean? So the only thing I do see is this from here to here. The only thing that I'm actually interested in catching. The sell scenario will look like this though. The sell scenario will come down, boom, close below, and then you can get potential sells coming down. But it's gonna be very choppy in that area. If we're trading for a day, and at 9 a.m., 4 minutes here, if you don't close above 140, 128, then the day will be called a zero trade day. No scenarios. Unless you trade like London or like very early pre-NY, then you can get potential moves, but other than that, there wasn't much today. Yesterday was much more clean for us. Closest soon on gold. Yeah, yeah, gold had more upside. Gold had more upside going until probably where did I mark it up at? I think I marked it up right here. Nope. Where did I mark gold up to? I deleted it. Oh yeah, 1888. Yeah, I marked gold up to 1888. Hammer upside. You got out around like 1884, something like that, right? But yeah, it had a lot more upside here to 1888. The next target is you're probably gonna need to have to break like 1888 for it to go further up here. But then again, like it's getting to a choppy area here. Very choppy area. If anything, maybe like 1890, you know, but 1880 would have been your preferred target. You closed too early.
Is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when
Hey, what happened to buying the tops? Selling the lows.
the sounds are fused together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
The other day, you know, had an argument with someone, said how, you know, it's too late to buy here, you know, too late to sell here, you know, actually, I'm not gonna get into that. Never mind. Let's not leave it. The thing in FX is that everyone is trying to prove their point to someone. You know, it's like someone comes to you, you catch a buy. Someone comes to you to say, well, I think the buys were too late here, man. I think you took buys when the price was too high. And it's like, if you do whatever you want to do, I do whatever I want to do. If I'm making, if I'm catching my money, my pips, doing things the way I do it, and it works for me, then that's all I care about. I don't really care about what you guys say about it, right? At the end of the day, you don't pay my bills, right? And it's like, if it truly works for you, there's nothing that you gotta prove to no one at all, right? There's no point of going to someone and telling them, you know what, your strategy sucks. You do this, and it's like, well, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Do it however it works for you. If you're really trading, you know, you wouldn't waste time trying to prove to someone something that you do. For a market to move, someone has to lose. Yeah. Not in retail though. I mean, we barely move the markets. Us as retail traders, we barely move the markets at all. We don't even move the markets. The way some brokers pay you. Yeah, that's true though. The way some brokers pay you. Those B-book brokers. Okay, so this hourly candle, guys, has closed bullish, but it did not close above 140, 128. There's no buys. We're kind of just stuck in this range now. You know, 4-hour closed bullish as well. 4-hour closed very weak bullish. If you look at the 4-hour time from here, 4-hour closed within the range. This is the 4-hour range that you have here, right? So there's like, it's kind of stuck in this range here. It's kind of a signal for you to just stay out and call that a day, to be honest. Because one, you might stay in this range here for a bit, and you could get potential sells later on during the day, coming down to here, but that's gonna be a very late move. Looking for buys though would not be ideal for me, just because the way the 4-hour closed there. I really want a closure above 140, 128 on this hourly and 4-hour. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it, guys. I think kind of wrap it up, call it a day. No trades are really taken today. No trades are really given today. There's really nothing for us to really enter off of. But yeah, hope you guys had a great day today. I appreciate you for showing up every day. Thanks for all your questions, all the answers, all the likes, all the subscribers. You know, catch you guys tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern, and have a nice, lovely, non-overtrading day today. Peace. Hold on. Yeah. Peace. Catch us tomorrow.
I bought a 2 and a 4. Whoa, I'm right here. I got ups from the 30 and I ain't scared. Pulled up in the 30, they some squares. Got a Glock with a 30 and I ain't scared. I'm not flexing on you, baby, it's right here. Got a Glock in that 30 right under your chest. So let it right up on my dash, my coupe right here. Throw it up, don't be scared. I was throwing up and it was clear. I took too much Molly, I can't hear. I fought so many hoes, I had to go and just switch sticks. Rapsons on my jeans, but I'm still on my Rick sticks. I show you rose gold, but it's not no big fist. Bitch, you know I know where the bricks stay. Yeah, I walk like a league A. Got a big I can't do my dance cause my pants they from France. I can't slow it.
I'm working on iron.
No, I can't slow it. Fast pace all the time. Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstand. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go. Yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glocky gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man. My chopper get hot, just like a pan. Got the headlights, just like a ram. I got 10 toes and I counted 10 fingers, so I do not need a helping hand. Monopoly crib, I'm moving again. Got your bitch on me, she grooving again. Won't cut them again, I just give them a reason to hate. So my nigga shooting again. My coupe, my roof, drop that shit again. She saw my dick, then she mocked up my friend. No, we do not wanna feel too again. When she let me go, I'm on the loose again. She on the molly, she tryna boot again. She ain't in mine, this girl is a lin. I prayed every time when I thought you sin. I write in my mind, I don't use a pen. She giving me time, I watch cause a lamb. Just give me more time, other watch cause a Benz. Look at Lil Uzi, he popping again. Them niggas, they switching, they hopping again. Look at them niggas, they hopping again. She giving that top and she slopping again. Look at this album, it's flopping again. Not taking a break, I'm not stopping again. Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstand. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go, yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glocky gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man.
Hey. Yeah, I'm on that drink, I'm about to kill. I got the drop, I got the kill. Taking the bitch, I got the seal. I got the peppermint patty, it's teal. She off the boat and she came from Miss Real. From front to back, until I'm smacked. Smoke on that threats, I'm on strawberry pills. Strawberry pills, strawberry pills, strawberry pills, strawberry pills, strawberry pills. Caught what I want in my wrist and my stylings on carpet is real. Half of my niggas get high off a seal. Brand new person in all teal. I put my dick in a bladder, yeah. And I'm fucking her friends and they all here.